Pelapor khusus Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa untuk hak-hak masyarakat adat, Albert K. Barume, sangat bersyukur dapat berkunjung langsung ke wilayah masyarakat adat dan mendengar langsung keluhan yang disampaikan tentang hak asasi manusia, khususnya hak-hak masyarakat adat. Albert berharap, sepulang dari Indonesia, ia dapat meninjau kembali catatan-catatan yang dikumpulkan dan melibatkan berbagai pemangku kepentingan atas informasi yang ia kumpulkan. Berikut wawancara eksklusif bersama pelapor khusus Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa untuk hak-hak masyarakat adat Albert K. Barume.
Maybe I should put it differently to start by saying thank you to the different organizations and more specifically Aman, who was kind enough to extend an invitation to me. An invitation to a dialogue it was having with different community representatives on the situation of human rights, but more specifically the right of indigenous people in different locations. I'm really grateful because it gave me an opportunity for me as a special rapporteur to have a better understanding of Indonesia, which is a very important country for indigenous people's rights. A country to which I haven't been since becoming a special rapporteur. I have only been to Thailand for a meeting, and coming to Indonesia is central. It's central because of the size of the country, but also because of the diversity of the indigenous people in Indonesia. And really being invited to the human rights dialogue. You know, obviously I was a passive participant, but mostly listening and hearing, you know, taking a lot of notes, obviously, because that's part of what the mandate of the special rapporteur really is on indigenous people's rights, is to be able to bring back to states, to the Human Rights Council, details of the human rights situation of indigenous peoples in different countries. So I couldn't be more grateful to Aman for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to really to hear from people themselves. It's one thing being in the capital and, you know, people being flown in and talking to you, than actually going, you know, and seeing the people in community, like we were in Papua, like we went to Potoleok, I think, sorry for and they were wonderful experience to see people in their own cultural settings, to understand what really matters, why things are so important, why people remaining on their land is so critical for them, and really seeing people still depending on those lands. So, overall for me it has been a wonderful trip, and I think Indonesia is also a beautiful country, which unfortunately I had an opportunity to have a look at. I don't think many people have had that opportunity in such a short period of time to travel in different locations and to see Indonesia in its real colors of different people, of different nations, of different communities. So it was very, very positive trip and very fruitful to me, and I look forward to sort of going through my notes when I'm back in my office as a special rapporteur, going through my notes and really looking at how do I engage the different stakeholders on what I gathered in terms of information, but also on what I had. I think that's all I really would say, and again really ending by thanking the organizers and the different communities who welcomed me to their settings, to their communities, yeah, it was wonderful. And to the team we traveled with, I have to say, you know, long journeys and back-to-back traveling, you know, from plane into cars for long hours, you know, sharing lunch. It was a wonderful, wonderful trip. And I thank everybody. It must have been, you know, logistically quite a nightmare, arranging all of that. So I can imagine how difficult it was, and I'm really, really appreciative of all the effort invested. And let me finish really by also thanking the interpreters. I mean, it's almost impossible for me who cannot speak Indonesian to listen to anything. So I had interpreter all along, both in like formal conversation and informal conversation and so on and so forth. So yeah, it has been a really team effort, and I thank everybody, Aman and the media as well, who have been covering the whole thing so permanently. Yeah, I think these are really, in a nutshell, what I would say about my trip to Indonesia.